When we last conversed, it was at the end of a 2-day intensive workshop, high-flying, amazing energy workshop. And the question that I posed was, how does it get any better than this? And Abraham, of course, had a brilliant answer. But it started an unfolding for me.
So let us add to our brilliant answer.
Of course.
How does it get any better than this? It's your ability to perceive how lovely it is that improves. Your ability to perceive the deliciousness of the moment is what the improving factor is.
What started to unfold for me was a wonderful chain of events. The first one being that, to me, it no longer made sense to make people wrong, no matter what was going on. And then the next part of that, it made no sense to make me be wrong about anything. And so I went forward intending on this path that was unfolding to meet people with unconditional love. That was my intention. Out of this unfolding came a recognition for me that I'm gay. And that was a big change in my perspective from where I was. That knowing, that intention to meet people with unconditional love was huge and certainly helped me to continue to move through that process. And even when the 99.8% of the responses to that were very positive and loving, and the 1 or 2 that weren't, I rocked back on my heels for a minute, but was able to really sort of regain my footing, if you will, pretty easily.
Yeah, because of those, let's say there were 100 people, and 98 of them were allowing, supportive of you, and 2 weren't. You know that the greatest benefit that you received was from the 2 who weren't.
Right.
Because they gave you an opportunity to find that unconditional place.
Right.
In other words, people who support you don't help you find unconditional love.
Right.
It's people who don't support you that help you find it. Isn't that interesting?
Right, exactly.
People who agree with you, they're not helping. They're just reflecting your balance, but they're not helping. They're not helping. So if you've got some, and so what's coming back to you is a reflection of how you're doing. So 98% coming back to you that way, and 2% coming back to you the other way, pretty good indication of what you've got going on vibrationally, isn't it?
Clearly.
And do you think your goal should be 100%? We don't.
Right.
We think you should take it as it comes and enjoy the improvement and feel as good as you can feel.
Right.
So let's say 50% of them allowing, 50% of them freaking out. Would that matter? Do you have to focus at the freaker-outers?
No. I get to choose, but no, of course not.
You get to choose. And so do you want to exercise any control over what anybody thinks about anything? You haven't got any control like that, or you just want to focus, you want to control the direction of your own thought.
Right.
So even if it was 98% the other way, it'd be fine.
Right.
Because what they think of you isn't any of your business.
True.
Unless you make it your business.
Right. But it is nice when it is reversed, when it is that 98% reflecting back to you.
Why?
Confirmation? Isn't it confirmation of how well you're doing, and isn't it nice to know how well you're doing?
Yeah, but there's a little trap in there. There's a little trap. In other words, someone said not too long ago, I love being on the top of the mountain and breathing the fresh air and looking off to the vista and seeing the wildlife, and everyone was really enjoying the conversation, and we like this person to be happy and focusing there, but we said, now that's a condition. The condition seems to be the reason that you feel that way. If you're down in a valley or a hole, then are you in trouble? In other words...
But doesn't that go back to when you were explaining to Esther that she was in that place and found the beauty? She didn't see the beauty and then find the place. You can only recognize how well it's going when you're sort of in that well-going place.
You know when you'll really be where you want to be? When you don't need to explain to anybody what's going on.
Right. Right.
In other words, because there's a certain seeking of taking everyone's temperature. So I've decided this. Ta-da! Taking a poll, taking a poll, taking a poll, taking a poll, taking a poll. Results of the poll, results of the poll are good. You know you're really there when you say, ta-da! Take me or leave me.
Right. Right.
No poll. I'm not taking any poll. I'm not taking any of your temperatures, only my own.
Right.
Yeah.